Okay, so there should be 3 pages that you need to get today. One of those is going to be this one right here, stem and leaf plot. So you need that first. Next thing that you need to have is this histogram page. And then finally, this little bitty strip of paper. So you'll need those 3 cut out, and you can follow along with me. So the very first thing is that we are going to discuss are stem and leaf plots. So I'm just going to zoom in real quick so you can see these. So what we have here is stem and leaf plots. Basically what they do is they organize the data based on place value. So if you had a data set of 4, 7, 8s, some 14s, 15, there's some 30 numbers. So what we do is on the stems, we will put the stems, which is the tens digit. So anything that's a 4, 7, or the 2 8s, obviously there is no stem right there. And if I have 0 as a stem, then my leaves are just going to be the number 4, 7, 8, and 8. So because I have 2 8s here, I need to represent both 8s. Now for these numbers here that are 14 and 15, so the stem is going to be the tens digit. So I put a 1 here, and then I put a 4 here to represent 14, and then I put a 5 here to represent 15. So we have 14, we have 15. If you notice, there are no 20s here. So it skips from 15 to 30. So I still have to put the stem. Very important. I just don't put any leaves. And then I have all my 30s. So I put a stem of 3 to represent anything in the 30 range. And then here's a 30, so I'll put a 0, that's 30, and then 33, 33, 33, and then my last one, 35. So this is how we do our stem and leaf. It's based on the tens place value, or higher, could be hundreds, and then my ones place value. And you always want to have a key set up for your stem and leaf plot as well. So what I have here now is I went ahead and just gave an example right here of team points scored by the girls varsity Dragon basketball team. So these are their district games from this year. So they scored, well, first of all, let's count how many district games they had. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they had 12 district games. So what I want to do is I want to make a stem and leaf based on these here. So the first thing I'm going to do is, like I did up here, is I'm just going to create my T-chart with a S and an L, or a stem and a leaf. I'm going to look at what stems I have here. Put the stems on the left side and don't skip any stems. So for example, if they scored points in the 40s and in the 60s and they didn't have any in the 50s, I would still need to write a 5 under the stem. And then I would take all my leaves and put them over here. So I want you to pause this video, and then you can unpause it and check to see if yours matches mine. All right, welcome back. So right here is my stem and leaf. I have 40s, 50s, and 60s. And so I have a game that the team scored 44 points, and then 47, 48, 48, 48. That represents 1, 2, and 3, 48. We have 49, and then 54, 54, 54, then a 57, and then a 58. And then finally, their high score in district this year was 60. So this is how we would make a stem and leaf. And don't forget, you got to have your key. Please make sure you have your notes inside your interactive notebook that matches these right here. So we have 2/15, February 15th, number 52. And then when we go back over to our interactive, or to our table of contents, we'll just put down the exact same as there. So let's go ahead and do number 52. So we'll just put 52. And then I'm going to write down stem and leaf plots. And then today's date, which is the 15th. And there we are.